Hello, sea dogs and salty old sailors. This is Honey, Lewi's wife. Lewi asked me to explain some important new information about cannabis that can lift your quality of life. As we're all getting older, the issues we're trying to manage are growing, and maybe this could help you. Anyway, he wants me to help you understand so you won't buy junk and try it. Anyway, most of you know that I'm in the cannabis industry as an educator. I'm intensely focused on learning the science of this plant as it has finally been allowed to be studied. Now we have definitive answers and concerns. The next few minutes, I'm going to teach you some protective measures to consider in this cannabis quest. So here we go. Both hemp and marijuana are cannabis. They both have the same compounds in them, but they grow them in different quantities. So hemp produces more CBD, cannabidiol, than marijuana. And marijuana produces more THC, delta-9, tetrahydrocannabinol, than hemp does. So, depending on what you want more of, is which plant that you choose, right? The 2018 Farm Bill allowed the sale of hemp products in all 50 states, so now you can find and buy hemp products everywhere over the counter. Science is out that cannabis has thousands of compounds, and they work very well on humans and animals both for their aches and pains because we both have a system of receptors that bind to cannabis. Cannabis has anti-inflammatory properties that can quell arthritis pain. It has anti-anxiety properties that calm emotions and mental trauma like PTSD. It calms organ spasms like your bladder calling so often during sleep in the middle of the night. And our government's patent, number 6,630,507, on cannabis, describes some of its compounds as neuroprotectants for serious events like strokes and heart attacks. I'll lead you to the science and leave links below, but consider that sawdust, sea dust, and dust bunnies in the CBD products that you'll find at gas stations and dollar stores. So those products were probably made in somebody's garage. I'm not kidding. Most of them tested over the last year don't have much, if any, CBD in them, but they're swimming in contaminants. So you would be mistaken to think that a product like that would heal a melanoma growing on your skin from ages in the sun. The plant cannabinoid compounds would be great, but what do you think the toxins of all of its pesticides and herbicides and fungicides and heavy metals will do to that cancerous sunspot? So here's the cannabis life lesson that you all need to learn to protect yourself, and be sure and tell all your families and friends. It's real easy, really. Never, never, never consume any cannabis product that has not been lab tested for contamination. See, it's that simple. Just make sure the product has a lab test attached to it that tells you what's in it. And let that be the basis of all your cannabis purchases. No lab test, no purchase. There's plenty of products out there, so you got plenty to choose from. Next, how to find a trustworthy cannabis product. Well, that takes a little homework, the kind that an investigative journalist would do. So you need to find out about the company, its owners, and history in cannabis, if they're just fly-by-nights, have a lot of money and want to throw themselves into the industry, or if they really care about people as patients and cannabis as medicine. So there are standards for medicine, and cannabis can be part of that. So that's all called vetting. All that whole process, checking out the company and the lab results of their products and which compounds they choose to produce and test and why, that's all vetting. And now that you know what to look for in a product and how to check for lab tests, you should consider what you need cannabis for. It can help you with a lot of typical aches and pains from aging because of the entourage effects of all those compounds working together to manage your body. That's the job of your endocannabinoid system of receptors. We all have one. All animals and humans have this system of receptors, endocannabinoid system of receptors. It's called the ECS for short. Anyway, cannabis can calm bladder spasms in the middle of the night that awaken you all too often. It can stop those negative looping thoughts that keep you staring at the inside of your eyelids. It can manage inflammatory issues that cause throbbing pain in your appendages. And don't be alarmed that you'll have to be your own alchemist, because there just aren't many doctors who understand cannabis yet. Growing, but not yet. They were sidelined, just like us, from the truth and information. Anyway, you'll have to find a good cannabis specialist who has been studying these compounds to question. That pool is growing, and you can always ask me. I talk to them all day long in conferences and through video forums, Anyway, I studied under dozens of cannabis scientists, including the very famous Dr. Dustin Sulak from Maine, who is teaching his discovery to the world publicly. It's not just hidden behind the veils of science laboratories anymore. This is free for the getting, and I'm getting it, and I'm passing it on to you. So that's why I chose his CBD product, to help my friends begin their cannabis journey back to wellness with a trusted product that can often alleviate all of those side effects from that handful of prescription medications that you're already taking. So Dr. Sulak works the leading edge of cannabis science. He really does. And his company is called Healer. It's at the pinnacle of cannabis medication right now. It's just amazing. Now that you know how to find a good product, you can do your own vetting. Or if you want to try using cannabis immediately to alleviate all of those, typical aches and pains of age, then start here with a product that's already vetted for you, delivered right to your door, with dosing instructions and a journal. And it was from created by a cannabis expert doctor whose clinical practice arms him with patients' success stories. So Dr. Sulak also offers fascinating free video education about using cannabis and the effects that you can expect. I'm an affiliate partner of Dr. Dustin Sulak's CBD products and can offer you a first order discount. I've been using it for over a year. I even smear it on Lewi when he comes back from all those, little skin surgery appointments from the doctor, and he's got this great big bandage on his nose. Remember that big one on his nose? That's what I started smearing my CBD all over. And it helped it heal right up real fast. And y'all know his 99-year-old brother, Bob Walls. He takes it too. He's been using CBD for, at least a couple of years. And it keeps him shooting those 18 holes of golf at least once or twice a week. Keeps his game really strong. You can ask Bob yourself. He wasn't taking the one that I'm selling, that I'm affiliated with. He was taking one that he found that was a real good one. And it really made an improvement for him. But then I think they don't produce it anymore because he can't find that one. So he called me to find out if I knew of another good CBD product, and I did. The one I finally decided to become an affiliate partner with, and it's Healer CBD products. So anyway, friends, this is the scoop that Lewi wanted me to tell you about. He wanted you to hear all of this because it's just the wild west out there in cannabis right now. Take advantage of my discount link below and try some proper CBD product that you can trust will lift your quality of life. Take care, y'all. And click on that link. It'll take you right to Dr. Dustin Sulak's website, and there you can purchase with a discount from me.